Howdy, I'm Coach Zena of Zen Archery, and I'm here to take problems of archery and make them strengths. So, why don't we get started on what my new plan is? There are quite a few programs across the nation for youth. However, they have some pretty debilitating cons when it comes to their effectiveness in keeping students involved in archery. My goal is to take these extrinsically and outcome-oriented programs and make them intrinsic and process-oriented. The first category that we're going to look at is safety, which is very important in archery. While basic safety is taught to all students, thank goodness, sometimes there are shortcomings. Even simple etiquette is not always known by all the archers, which can cause difficulties for those who are shooting around these archers. By providing a structured and fun way to learn safety, all students will be able to walk onto any line and be safe and courteous to those that are shooting them around them and make an impact on the shooters. Another big problem is archers not knowing about the equipment that they shoot and how to fix it if something goes wrong. Many times they look at their coach for guidance. By taking the time to sit down and actually teach the archer about the different language that can be used and the equipment that they have, this allows the archer to have autonomy to be able to make quick changes themselves and research different equipment that they would like to pursue in the future. While talking about adjustments, by teaching them this, they can make the quick decision to change their sight if things are not going right, instead of having to look to their coach for guidance. This allows them to feel competent because they're doing it all on their own, and also the feeling of autonomy to be able to choose to move their sight or not. When dealing with competition, frustration and aggression can sometimes culminate into tantrums, which is good for no one. However, this can be hedged by simply teaching them different techniques for dealing with pressure and stress, as well as keeping a positive outlook on their own shooting. This can be through mindfulness, breathing, meditation, visualization, self-talk, and many more. And by allowing these archers to utilize these, it gives them more autonomy to be able to choose which one works best for them and continue to enjoy what they're doing. It is also important for them to learn how to make goals so that they can make their own progress reports regardless of the program that they're in. When dealing with athletes, it's very important to monitor their physical health as well as teaching them to monitor their health themselves. And especially when dealing with kids, we do not want to cause harm for them later in life, which is not always taught. I plan on teaching stretching before and after practice, as well as the benefits of cross-training, nutrition, and practicing on a schedule. As you can see, this physical training can be something that is a social component for the team, where they can stretch together before a shoot or before practice, and take some time to socialize before they actually have to focus on what they're doing. It can also be fun depending on the motions that they're doing. My plan is not as simple as just teaching these to the kids. There's also different progressions throughout each category that I'm going to be teaching. Therefore, they can progress at a natural pace through each one, and they can choose which one they want to focus on at certain times in their archery career. So you may be wondering how I plan on doing this. Well, let me tell you. The plan is for each category to be a key ring, and the progressions to be the charms that you put on the key ring. These unique keychains will then be displayed on the students' quivers so that they can show off the progression that they've made throughout their archery career. Some charms will not be unlocked until the student reaches a certain progression in their other charms. This allows for students to continue to progress at any age, be it 5 or 18. Through this program, students will be engaged, immersed, and enjoy the sport of archery instead of seeing it as a chore or a priority. I hope to start this program in the very near future and be able to see its progression throughout the years, and hopefully be able to get more organizations and clubs on board.